What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. So as you guys all know, we've been doing off-season elimination rebuilds for every single team this off-season. We've done 28 teams. We're down to the final two, of course, have a game 7 tonight as I'm recording this. With that being said, let's go ahead and do a Oklahoma City Thunder off-season rebuild in NBA 2K25. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you're new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. We're currently on the road to 50,000 subs. You want to go ahead and help us reach that goal? That would be absolutely amazing if you have not subscribed already. So as I said, I am recording this before game 7 tonight, so I think I'll probably record the Pacers one before that too. So yes, I truly don't know as I'm recording this who is going to win. You guys will know by the time you're seeing this who won the championship and who fell short, obviously. Hopefully it's a good game 7. But either congrats to the Oklahoma City Thunder, or I'm sorry you fell one game short. But either way, I don't think that it's going to affect either of these teams offseason because of how close they came. I don't expect like a big reaction. Like if the Thunder were to have been eliminated like early in like round 1 or round 2, maybe they would have made like a big trade or something like to try to better their roster. But while they still might do that, don't get me wrong, I don't think it's going to force them to do it as much because obviously both these teams made it to the distance. And one team is going to fall, unfortunately, short of winning a championship, which is just the unfortunate part. Only one team wins it every year. But with that all being said, let's go ahead and get started with this Thunder offseason rebuild. Again, I don't know if they won a championship or if they fell short as I'm recording this, but we have 15 and 24 in this draft, so we're going to go ahead and use those 2 picks. So the one thing the Thunder obviously have, as we're all aware, is a treasure trove of draft picks, a ton of them. So the Thunder are going to get expensive soon. But it may not end up mattering because of how many players they can draft they'll have on rookie contracts to make their team less expensive. So they're going to be able to make this work regardless. It's not going to really affect them for like the next year because J-Dub and Chet are still on their rookie contracts for another year. But after that, it will get expensive. But the one thing they can do is they can, obviously not guarantee that last option on Isaiah Hartenstein. And I imagine they probably won't because they're going to get expensive, and I assume he'll be gone. So Hartenstein, that is why he kind of got the contract that he did, where the last year was non-guaranteed. But let's go ahead, with that all being said, jump in and draft. So, of course, you have that Miami Heat pick at number 15, I believe. This is wow. The fact that Jeremiah Fears is here is obviously super unrealistic, but he is here, and you have Concanimple here as well, which is wild. Now, my question is, do I draft them because they fell this far, or do I be like, that doesn't make any sense? Because I think I'd rather go the direction it doesn't make any sense that Fears and Knipple are at the 15th overall spot. Although you never know, I guess, Connect fell, but Connect was older. So I don't really see 2 18-year-olds falling to 15. But if they do, man, may the NBA gods help us all. So let's go ahead and grab, I don't know, do I want to go like Sorbers, however you say it, or Asa Noel? I do get Rasheer Fleming quite often, so I kind of wanted to stay away from that. There's Murray Boyles as well. But I think I am going to go ahead and take Sorbers, however you say it. So I'm going to take him first. Noel goes, Fears goes to Minnesota, which is a good fit for him. And then you got Murray Boyles to Brooklyn, Miami. You got Danny Wolf. You got Ian Jackson. You got New Orleans. Okay. So who else are we going to take? I mean, Rasheer Fleming is still here. I'm going to have to take him now. Like, I wasn't going to, but the fact that he was still available at 24, I can't pass on that. So, Sorbers and Fleming. Kind of similar positions, but still front court players that can maybe develop and maybe become the new backup 5 when Hartenstein is gone. We got J-Dub, Chet, Kiss Wallace, Jalen Williams, and Usman Deng, which we will all accept. Qualifying offers, nothing going on here that we're too concerned about. And then for free agency, we got pretty much nothing as far as bird rights are concerned. So, like I said, for this first offseason, I didn't anticipate much movement for me personally. Maybe at the trade deadline I would do something, but I think I'm kind of content with this roster as constructed. I don't think the moves will happen until the trade deadline is what I'm thinking for this team. I think I kind of want to just let this team roll out, and I don't anticipate the Thunder making too many moves. Obviously, they'll draft. Maybe they trade those draft picks, whatever they may be. But I'm content with this team right now. So I'm not going to sign anybody in free agency because we kind of have players that are ready to play anyway. But next offseason, the decisions will become tougher because we're going to have to let Hartenstein walk, or do we trade him at the deadline to get assets for him because we know we can't keep him next year? It's going to be an interesting kind of discussion. So we do have Williams down, Caruso starting to regress, and then Aaron Wiggins is starting to regress as well. So that's all obviously kind of disappointing to see, but you have J-Dub and Chet up, which is great, of course. So let's go ahead, get into the rotation for year number 1. Obviously, we didn't do too much to change the team. But we, oh my gosh, we have 5 players we need to cut on this team. Okay, maybe there is going to be some tough decision to be made here. So let's go ahead and start with these three guys right here. Like, obviously, these are all obvious. So maybe it won't be too tough. And then Dylan Jones, which was he their first round pick? Yeah, it would be tough to cut a first round pick. We cut Kenrich Williams, or do we? Huh, interesting. Maybe we do have to trade away somebody, because what we need to cut 2 more people. Okay, so maybe we make a tough trade right now to kind of shorten the roster, because we're obviously already running into the problem that I know the Thunder will be running into in real life, obviously. So I think the first player we're probably going to end up trading away is Ousmane Dieng. I mean, he's on the last year of his deal, and obviously there's probably no anticipation of re-signing him. He hasn't really played much for the Thunder either. Now, the Hornets are offering me 2 first-round picks. That's obviously not realistic. I'm going to say he's worth, like, I don't know. Let's just say we get, like, 3 seconds for him. We're getting something for him. Better than nothing, right? Because obviously the alternative is just cutting him. But we're going to go ahead and get 3 seconds for Ousmane Dieng. So yeah, that's going to be nice to have that. I'm going to keep Topic because obviously he has like 3 years left in his deal. I'm kind of looking for guys who only have 1 year left. Like AJ Mitchell, for instance, could be another option, but he also is a stud in the 2K sim, so I kind of want to keep him. I think Kenrich Williams might have to be the other guy we maybe move out of here, because I don't really want to cut Topic. We're not cutting. We could trade Isaiah Joe or Aaron Wiggins, but then you also have, I guess, Jalen Williams, which we could move him too. Maybe you could convince somebody who's worth like a protected first, so maybe we could look into that. But I think I'm just going to make it easy and trade Kenrich Williams away for whatever I can get. I'm not looking to, acquire a player in return. So if the Clippers want him, if someone has like a trade exception, it's like the Jazz maybe trade for him, or the Magic. Like I said, it doesn't really matter. I just need somebody, or I just need someone that I can, I just need a roster spot, obviously. So the Jazz have no first rounders. Okay, this shouldn't be too complicated. I'm going to trade Kenrich Williams, or the Jazz had no second rounders is what I meant to say. But I'm going to trade Kenrich Williams somewhere, and I'll see you guys in the rotation. So now that those 2 things are done, it's time to look at this rotation. So we got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Lou Dort, Jalen Williams, Chet, Isaiah Hartenstein. Basically, the starting 5 they have in real life. Casey Wallace, Jalen Williams, Isaiah Joe, AJ Mitchell, and then I guess we should probably run 10 deep, right? Because we want Wiggins to play as well, more than likely. So Aaron Wiggins should get that last spot, which it is going to him. And then Caruso out of the rotation entirely feels kind of disgusting. So I really can't get behind that. Obviously, Caruso is a big part of what the Thunder do. So we might even give him more minutes. So that's the one thing that sucks about Caruso is he just regresses like crazy in 2K. So I do hate that part about him. Maybe I could have pushed his peak in age up, because I don't see Caruso regressing as much as 2K. I mean, he's only 31, right? Like, should he really be regressing as much as he does in 2K? I don't know if I can get behind that. And we have him on like a long-term contract. So like his contract is going to become bad. And I just don't see that being a thing for the Thunder. I think Caruso is going to be a fine player for the next 3 years. He's not asked to do too much. It's mainly the defense, right? So I don't know if I, agree with 2K of him regressing like crazy. So I'm going to go ahead and simulate, obviously. I will more than likely stop at the trade deadline. The one thing we have to ask ourselves is that we're trading Hartenstein away for assets, because we're not going to be able to keep him. Once we pay J-Dub, it's going to be, or J-Dub and Chet, it's going to be really hard to keep him. So, I guess we're going to move Mark's system. Oh, wait, were we 5-star? Did I see 5-star? Am I tripping? No, I didn't. Okay, so it's only 4.5. So we're going to move it to 4.5, and I'll see you, or we're going to move his system of balance, and I'll see you guys at the deadline or at the end of the season. Hopefully at the deadline, though, because it would be exciting to make a move if we can. Nikola Jokic wins MVP. Cooper Flagg is a Rookie of the Year. Anthony wins 6th man in Portland. Giannis Offensive Player. Josh Giddey Most Improved. And Jalen Brown's a Clutch Player. And Mark is our Coach of the Year at 61 and 21. So as you guys can see, I decided not to stop the trade deadline. I mean, it would have been me forcing something to happen if I did. We also have a 76ers pick, which it looks like it's going to be extremely good. One thing we have to keep into account, though, it is top 4 protected. So I don't know where they're going to end up in the draft, but if it falls out of the top 4, we should be good. So we are the 1st seed in the West, which is why we decided not to do anything. We could have traded Hartenstein at the deadline, but as I mentioned, we have to get cheaper this offseason, because once Chet and J-Dub are both paid, obviously this roster is going to get more expensive. We're probably going to be pushing up against those aprons, which is why I decided. And then guys like Jalen Williams are going to have to probably walk. Same thing with AJ Mitchell, if I had to guess. So the team is going to get expensive, but that's why the draft picks are going to come in clutch to have a rookie scale contract. So let's see if we can go out here and win a championship. I've seen the Thunder not get a lot of love in 2K, so I'm not really sure what to anticipate, but we're going to see what happens. So we play the San Antonio Spurs in round 1, which is kind of a tough AC to get. I won't lie to you. Is Wemby going to wreck our world in round 1? It wouldn't shock me. Some late current round, and not yet, thankfully. So we take care of them pretty easily. Now I get to play the Golden State Warriors, who obviously have Steph, they have Jimmy Butler, Draymond Green starting at the 5. So he just took down Wembanyama and the Spurs. So I feel pretty good about our chances, but you never know. And we beat them in 5. So we make it to the conference finals, but we are going to draw Minnesota. Or no, it's Dallas. I wasn't even paying attention to Dallas. So Dallas, of course, is always tough too. And that's the team we need to worry about in year 1 because they're always just going far. So game 1 goes to them. We even it up. Let's simcast game 3 because this is going to be a big turn of events if we could take this one in Dallas. And then we can, try to take both on their home floor. But so far, they're not going to allow that. And they are going to hang on. So they took one on our home floor. So it'd be great if we could take this last one on their home floor. If not, we're going down 3-1 to game 5, which would just be, detrimental to us winning another. Well, I can't say another championship because, like I said, as I'm recording this, I don't know if they won or not. So let's see if we can't get back in this series. But the Mavericks, man, they're just OP in the 2K simulation. I don't know why, but they just are. And we are going to take the lead here late, though, and we are going to win another one. We just got to win one more, and a game 7's happening. So let's see. We could push them back to OKC for game 7. Come on. We got this. Just got to hang on. It's a close game. And no, it's not happening. So we're going to lose to the Mavericks in the conference finals. We got Knicks and Mavericks in the finals. And the Knicks beat the Mavericks in 5. Okay. That's fine. It sucks, obviously. But it is what it is. So let's go to the lottery. And let's see where the 76ers pick ends up. So it's projected to be a top 5 pick. So we definitely could get it. Unfortunately, if it jumps up, then we're in trouble on getting it. But if it stays at 5 or drops, we're good. So, fingers crossed, it is going to go to 7. Okay, so we get to add a 7th overall pick to this team. Pretty happy with that, obviously. That's going to be a rotational piece for us immediately because a couple guys are going to be walking this offseason. And I think we have 20 and 24 as well from the Rockets and the Clippers. So, what I think I want to try to do is I think I'd like, if I could, maybe trade up in this draft because at this point we have as many picks as possible. We could trade 7, 20, and 24, maybe get into the top 3 with the Lakers, give them some more assets or whatever it may be. But if we could add a top 3 pick to this team, we would be in a good spot. Although I could say, go to mock drafts. I mean, who could we get at 7? We get like a Yabusele or Dash Daniels, which wouldn't be too bad. But imagine we're able to walk away with one of Peterson, DeBanza, or Boozer. I like that a lot. So I do want to keep Mark as the head coach if he's still here, obviously. He's done a great job. So we're going to keep him around. And then let's try to trade up in the draft. I mean, we might as well. We have as many assets as we possibly can that there's going to be ways for us to pull this off. So, and then maybe with the Lakers. So let's say we did 7, 20, 24. And let's talk to the Lakers about the 3rd overall pick. Because the Lakers could use some assets to build around Luka, as we all know. 7, 20 and 24 for a 3rd overall selection. Maybe we dump some cap space into them as well because obviously we know we're going to get expensive here. So do we trade like Aaron Wiggins or do we trade Isaiah Joe? Maybe we trade... I'm not going to trade one of the Rooks. That doesn't make any sense. But who is more expensive? Lou Dort also I think has a... Is it non-guaranteed? Yeah, it's a non-guaranteed option. So that's going to be interesting what we do with that. But I think since Isaiah Joe is a little bit more expensive, I'm going to throw him in the trade as well. Let's see if the Lakers would take some shooting next to Luka Doncic. So 7, 20, 24 and Isaiah Joe for 3, and they're going to accept that. So just like that, we're going to acquire a 3rd overall pick to add to this team. So Peterson's going number 1. That means DeBanza or Boozer is coming to us, which is awesome. So we got... I mean, you really couldn't have scripted this any better. I don't know why DeBanza fell to us, but the fact that he did... That is terrifying. So DeBanza, welcome to the OKC Thunder, my friend. We had a 2nd round pick as well, but may the league be in trouble now. If the fact that we added AJ DeBanza to this team, they are absolutely in trouble. So player options, Hardenstein, as I mentioned, we're going to have to decline that, and it sucks, but we just don't have the money to do it. Chet, AJ Mitchell, and Jalen Williams are all free agents, so we all know what we're doing. Jalen Williams and Chet, they're getting paid. That's not a debate. So Hardenstein, Jalen Williams, they're all going to go. Okay. So we have Nikola Topic, who might be a rotational piece for us this year as well. Lou Dort and Case Wall still at the 2-guard spot, which is fine. Now DeBanza is going to take over that 3 spot. Well, I guess Jalen Williams will be back. So maybe Lou Dort starts at the 2 now with this team, or I don't know. We'll figure it out. Wiggins is at the 4 right now. That's going to be the 5. It's going to be interesting to figure out. Maybe we move Debanza to the 4. Maybe that's the best thing to do and have Chet play the 5. So I think that's probably the best thing. Okay, so I think we're just going to obviously not waste any time. So let's just renounce. We're not renouncing Chet. No wonder why Chet's been leaving the Thunder. 2K is like automatically defaulting to renounce him. Kind of stupid. So we're gonna renounce basically everybody here. We're gonna match Jalen Williams' offer sheet. We're not gonna renounce Chet Holmgren. That's so dumb. 2K, quit trying to make me do that. So stupid. So Jalen Williams will obviously be matched. We're gonna renounce the rest of the guys. So Chet can get his deal 2 now. So we'll give him 5 years, 35 or whatever. Maybe we front load it too, so that way. Or maybe was that flat? I don't know. But we're gonna match it because he got an offer sheet from the Lakers. We're not letting him go, although the Lakers could use him, obviously. But I think I'm good with this. So we got Shade, Toppich, Lou Dort, Casey Willis. We're gonna move AJ Debanza to the 4. Then we have Chet gonna be moving that to the 5 now. He's gonna have to at this point. Hopefully at this point he's gotten much stronger. We're gonna move his secondary position to the 4 though. And I still want to acquire a good backup big if we can. So yeah, but we're gonna have a full rotation, and then Fleming and Sorbers might have to step up into that backup 5 spot, honestly. So, or one of them is gonna have to, because we can't resign Hardenstein to 26 million a year. That's just gonna be too much money. But we could get like a Wendell Carter for a 1-year deal, but I should probably just let the young guys try to do their thing. So let's just go to player progression and let's see what we got going on here. But I can't wait to see what happens now that we've added Debanza to the team. So Shay, you got Chet up, you got Jalen Williams up, Case Wallace is up, Toppage is up, you got Rasheer Fleming up, and then Sorbers is up too. So all this is looking fantastic, but let's go look at the rotation going into year number 2. But look at this scary rotation going into year number 2. We got Shea, Lou Dort, J-Dub, AJ Debanza with Chet, Kason Wallace, Nicola, Caruso, and Rasheer Fleming. So that leaves like Wiggins or Sobers out of it, which does suck. So I guess we'll run 10 deep in the regular season because we have the ammunition to do so. So Wiggins is going to get some minutes too. But yeah, this is going to be fun to see how this is going to go. Obviously, Chet, Jalen Williams, and Shea are going to lead the way, but Debanza is going to slowly develop in the background, become our second option, maybe our third option. We'll see. But the beautiful part is he's cheap, which is what we need. Obviously, with Shea making money, which he's going to have to get extended. Jalen Williams is making money, and then Chet's making money. So yeah, it's all looking good, but obviously the team's getting expensive, which is why we've had to let some guys go. Proficiency is now 4.5 still. So I'll see you guys at the end of season number 2. I'm expecting a really good season, but wow, so far this is absolutely south. What is going on? So we are at the trade deadline as we're 29 and 24 right now. I have no idea why we're just treading water, but that's where we're at, unfortunately. And I was just scouting the future of this team right now, because as I said, we got to be careful with what is going to be, what needs to be paid or whatever. So Casey Wallace is expiring right now, which he'll have to be paid. And I already looked at what he wants, and I think it's gonna be kind of tough to pay him. But I do have an idea, and obviously I love Casey Wallace, but he wants $25 million a year. I just don't know if we could do that. Now, one thing we do need to do, obviously, this is a no-brainer. We will repay. We'll extend Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. That's not an issue. Lou Dort also somebody who wants to be paid. So that's why it's kind of tough. And yeah, but the one thing we're looking to do right now, and I'll show you what we have in plan or in mind, because I threw Wallace in Trade Finder just to see what pop up, and I have a trade that I'm gonna do. So you guys should like this. Hopefully, it's gonna be good value. I think. I don't know. If the other team would do this in real life, don't get me wrong, but it's not the worst trade in the world, not the most realistic trade I've ever done. But the Miami Heat are offering me Khalil Ware and Pelle Larson. We give them a first-round pick in 2028. So Casey Wallace for Khalil Ware and Pelle Larson. I think we do this. The reason why we like this is Khalil Ware is on another deal, or has another year on his rookie contract. So yeah, this to me is a no-brainer, and I'm gonna do this trade. So we're gonna get Khalil Ware on this team. He's gonna probably be our new starting 5. I think the plan is to move Chet to center, or sorry, to the power forward. Khalil Ware is going to start at the 5 then. I mean, either way, you could probably start either one of them, but imagine the spacing we could have with these two on the floor. Nice. 2 bigs, which I love that. And then Lou Dort, because I don't know if we can afford to extend him, and then I don't know if we can afford, but again, we're making such tough decisions here, which I knew would be part of this video. But if I did decide to trade Lou Dort away, it would suck. But part of me is going to, because I think what I might end up doing is I think I might have Chet slide to the 4, J-Dub to the 2, Debanza to the 3, and then Lou Dort, I guess, would be... I mean, Lou Dort could come off the bench, still, don't get me wrong. Maybe we do end up just extending Lou Dort and rolling with it, but I just want to check our options just in case before I make the decision. If there's nothing good that pops up, we'll just keep them. Kuzma in a second, I'm obviously not going to do that. So, like, the Cavs are giving me a first-round pick and Max Strus is expiring. So, we get a first-round unprotected for Lou Dort from the Cavs. Is this worth it? It's in 2031. We can bring Josh Giddey. I'm not doing that. Terrence Mann. Another thing. We're not expiring, though. Wiggins. Okay. So, clearly, I can snag a first-round pick for Lou Dort right now. But we're also a contender, even though 2K doesn't seem to think that right now because we're like 27 and 23 or something. But part of me wants to do this. Part of me feels bad for trading away Lou Dort. I don't know. I'm torn, but I think for the betterment of our financial situation, I am going to do it. I hate to do it, but I'm doing it. So Max Strus is going to come to OKC. Probably not going to play too much for us. First round pick, unprotected in Cleveland. So, man, I love you, Lou Dort. It's a tough decision, but I don't think I can afford to extend you. So, now we're going to be moving things up. Like I said, Chloe Ware is going to start the 5. J-Dub's going to go to the 2, and then A Demands is going to go to the 3. Basically how this is going to go. Okay, tough decisions were made, but hopefully it's the decisions for the right, thing long term. So at the end of year 2, Wemby wins MVP. Boozer is your Rookie of the Year. Kobe White is your 6th man Wemby Defensive Player. Edgecombe Most Improved, and Booker is your Clutch Player. So I'm a little confused on why this Thunder team is a play-in team, but that is the 2K sim for you, and it kind of makes sense on why we sometimes see the Thunder not in the playoffs at all, which is just also diabolically stupid. So Chet does make an all-offensive first team, which is lovely to see, and here's all-offensive second team. So yeah, we're in the play-in, like I said, which is just so dumb, but that's where we're at right now. So you had 25 from Shea, 19 from Chet, 17 from Jalen Williams, 16 from AJ Debanza, 13 from Chloe Ware, and 11 from Topic, and then 3 assists off the bench. 7 from Strus, who won't be re-signed, but he was at least a shooter to have for the rest of the season. Rasheer Fleming was 7 and 5, and then 6 and 3 from Pell Larson. So okay, so we're gonna go 9 rotation. Do we even go? I mean, I feel like 9-man's probably good to run. Yeah, I mean, we're definitely deep enough to run 9-man rotation in the playoffs. Okay, so let's see if we can take out the Clippers, which I hope we do, because we get to play Josh Giddey, obviously, at home here for this playing game. I have no idea why the Thunder just randomly become just a horrible team in the simulation. Like, the fact that we're even struggling with the Clippers right now is giving me a lot of... Okay, so, like, there is a chance, there's a realistic chance here we're not even in the playoffs, which is just so dumb. We get to play the Grizzlies, so we have home court advantage again. Do we lose to the Grizzlies here and not even make it into the playoffs in year 2? Is that really what we're about to do here, 2K? I have a feeling we're not even going to go far in the playoffs based off how this is going already. So, 135 to 144. I don't get it, but this might be what happens. So, we're going to go 8-man rotation just to see what would happen here. So, let's do it. Game 1 against the Timberwolves. So, let's see if we have what it takes to beat them. Game 1 goes to them. If we get swept, okay, I'm about to say, if we get swept, that would be, oh, maybe it's starting to work in our favor. Tied series. So, yeah, we should not be an 8th seed right now. But if we could take out the first seeded Timberwolves, then we should be able to take out anybody. So, that would be a good sign. But it is a close game 5 right now. And they're going to take it. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe. Nope, we're going to lose. Okay. Now it's time for a game 6 at home in OKC to force a game 7. Hopefully we don't lose here, but 2K... I don't know, man. It's weird that the Thunder become this bad of a simulation team all of a sudden. But we do force a game 7. So we get Houston if we're to beat the Timberwolves in game 7. So let's see if we could do just that. And that'd be awesome. So we start off hot in the first quarter. Second quarter, we win. It's looking good so far. Or it's a tied second quarter, I should say. We are going to win in round 1. Okay, so we're good. 131 to 100. 32 and 22 from Chet in that one. What a legacy game from him. Now I get to play the Houston Rockets, who have Boogie Flan, Jalen Green, Books, Ahmed Thompson, Sengun Jabari, Bobby Portis. I mean, I feel like we're better than this team, but we'll see how it goes. Like I said, I have no idea really what to expect right now. So game 1 is going to go to Houston, even it up. Game 3 goes to us. Game 4 goes to us. And game 5 is going to go to us. Okay, so I feel okay about how it's going, but again, I don't think it should have came to where we literally the last leg of the plan to get in here. We get to play the Mavericks again, who did beat us last year. So I guess we're gonna have to kind of see how it goes. So let's simcast game 1, because like I said, we know how diabolical the Mavericks are in the simulation the first couple of seasons of the 2K sim. So we had the lead most of the game, and we are going to barely win game 1, but a win is a win nonetheless. And we already won on Dallas's home floor, so that's a good sign. Hopefully we win both on their home floor. That'd be beautiful. That's gonna be a close game too, but they're gonna wait a minute. Nah, they're gonna win. Okay. So, we've done our job, and we've won one on their floor. Now we're going to win both of ours, or at least win one, so we're at least tied. But if we lose both, then obviously that puts us in a detriment, which I think is what happened the last time. basically last year. So the Mavericks win on our home floor to start things off. Can we win on game 4? Or the Mavericks just going to be too OP for us to handle? Let's see. It's a close one. They're going to take both on our home floor, man. This is literally, I think, how the series went last year, too. Didn't we force a game 7, though? I can't even remember. Oh, I think we did. Literally, I think we were down 3-1 and forced a game 7. Is that what's going to happen again? Or are they just going to take care of us in 5? The Mavericks own us so far. They own our franchise. Okay, so Mavericks Pacers is your finals, and the Mavericks win a championship. Flag is your finals MVP. You lost the Knicks last year, but this time they bounced back. So I think next year the Mavericks should be nerfed a little bit, so at least we have that going for us. I know we have some draft picks here, but I don't know if they're going to be in the lottery or not. I mean, if they are in the lottery, that makes us happy, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. So Jazz get number 1 via the Lakers, but I think that's protected, so I might fix that. Thunder at 17 and then 23. So we probably won't do any trade ups this time. Probably just going to rock with what we have. But we'll keep Mark as the head coach. 2 conference finals appearances in a row, and obviously finals before that. But we got to make it to the finals next year, man. This is getting ridiculous. Well, the one thing we have going for us is the Banza is going to develop, and then obviously who else oh, Debanza is going to develop. Yeah, that's the main thing we need to worry about, so, or that we're going to be happy about. So the Lakers, I do believe this is like protected, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not even going to double check. I'm just going to send it back to the Lakers because I'm pretty sure it is. So we're going to give the Lakers the number 1 overall pick like they should have. Take off the Jazz now. Okay, so let's just draft with 17 and 23. Let's see what we can get here. We got Jackson Richardson, 6'7", Hall of Fame ceiling. I've seen enough there. Michigan State. I don't know if either one of these guys are ever really going to play in this video, but happy to have you come regardless. Okay, so we'll take Daniel Jacobson at that pick. We're not going to worry about the second rounders because our roster space might be tough anyway. So we accept all these, obviously. And qualifying offers, Poe Larson. Probably won't worry about re-signing him. I mainly did that for the Cloware part of the trade. We're not going to re-sign Strus either. So I think we kind of have a rotation set in stone already. So Toppich, Shea, Richardson, I guess, is going to be maybe play this season. Russo, Debanza, and then Wiggins, Rasheed, Fleming, Sobers. I mean, we're going to figure that out. And then I guess one of these guys is going to slide to the 5. So, like, Sobers, you're probably going to have to slide to the 5 right now. I don't really think we have a choice there. So, okay. Well, let's see what play progression is going to look like. This is what's going to really carry us into hopefully being, back to our usual selves in regular season. So, let's see what it looks like. DJ Wagner, Pell Larson are back. So, you have the bands up to a 90 overall. Alrighty. So, we have an 8 overall jump. So, we have Chet, Jalen Williams, Shea, Debanza, Cloware 85, for Fleming's 82. Sobers is in 78. So I guess if there's one thing I might do with the deadline is maybe I trade for a better backup center. But we'll see. I think that could be maybe using Caruso's contract to do so. Maybe we could do it right now, but I think I'll wait till the deadline and see how the team is doing. Hopefully this team is going to simulate well this time because it's just dumb that they aren't. Okay, I did not expect the Hawks to agree to that, but we have made a trade. So we have Okongwu, Alex Caruso, and 2 first-round picks. I told you guys I wanted to get a backup center at the trade deadline, and we absolutely have done that. So that was the last move I wanted to make. Thankfully, the 2K sim is back on our side as well. They have Okongwu now starting, and then the one thing we're going to also do is we can move Wiggins now to the 3, and he'll go up to an 81 overall. So that gives us kind of a nice rotation, balanced rotation, and Okongwu's on kind of a decent contract for the rest of the video, but I'm hoping it doesn't come to that. I'm hoping to win a championship this season because Cloware is going to be paid, which is why we kind of give ourselves a 2-year window to maybe go win it all. So we'll see if it works out. We're 40 and 10 right now. We're only the 2nd seed though, so I assume like the Spurs are maybe contesting us for the 1st seed. I don't know, but man, am I hoping that results in us going out here and winning a championship this season because we need to win it. So as I'm recording this, by the way, Gambo says, which is a Suns like radio reporter or something, I don't really know to label him as, but he says a Kevin Durant trade is bound to happen today or tomorrow. I kind of hope it doesn't happen today because let's just focus on game 7, man. Like, let Durant have the spotlight maybe tomorrow or something, but let these 2 teams have their spotlight tonight. Jay's your MVP. Mika is your rookie of the year. You got Kill Wilson, 6th man, Wemby defensive player. Nate's your most improved, and Luke is your clutch player, and Mark is your coach of the year. We went 68 and 14. So you would think that this is our chance, our time. Debanza makes All-NBA 3rd team as well. Getting him in this video was not really anticipated today, but we got Shea and Chet all defensive 2nd team. So 1st seed in the Western Conference, we had 27 from Shea, 20 from Jalen Williams, and 20 and 8 from Debanza, 17 and 9 from Chet, 12 from Toppich, 11 from Fleming. And Toppich, I believe, is a free, or maybe he has another year. Nope, free agent. So we really do need to take advantage of the roster we have right now and win this damn thing. So hopefully we do just that, but we'll see. We get the Jazz in round 1. Thankfully, we took the #1 overall pick away from them, or they'd be even scarier. But okay, if we lose to them, then we just shouldn't, stand a chance anyway. So we sweep them, good start. Now we get the Pelicans, which they're going to be a little bit scarier, but I'm anticipating beating them pretty easily too. So far, so good. We're going to sweep them. So give me the Mavericks because I'm ready to beat them. We are going to get Dallas for a 3rd time in a row. Give me the Mavericks because I'm ready to kick this team's ass. I'm sick of losing to them. Game 1 goes to us. Game 2 goes to us. Yeah, this is what it should have been the whole time. 3-1. Beat them in 5. Get there out. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let's hold the phone. Hold the phone. Let's go out here and win game 6. Let's avoid a game 7 at all costs. If I lose the Mavericks 3 times in a row, and we're going to a game 7, ladies and gentlemen, there is no game 7 being avoided. Dallas cannot do this to us 3 times in a row. They can't. We're going backs against the wall here. 8-man rotation. Please make this go our way. If we lose to the Mavericks for a 3rd time, I'm going to be very tilted. So can we just come out here and take care of business? It's a close game so far, but we've had the lead most of the game, and we are going to blow them out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We finally beat them. 33-14, 33-13. We get to play the Raptors. So the Raptors, again, I don't know if the Thunder won the championship in real life. So we're either going for our 1st championship in franchise history, or for the Thunder's history, I think, or we're going for the 2nd one. So either way, I need it in my veins. So let's see if we can take down the Raptors. Game 1 goes to us. There we go. We're good, right? We're good. We're good. We're good. So the Mavericks gave us some trouble, but we beat the Raptors in 4, and we get the Thunder a championship. Was it their 1st one? Was it their 2nd one? I have no idea. But I hope you guys enjoyed the finals. I hope it was fun. I hope it wasn't a blowout. Hope we had some random role player just drop like 30 or something. But thank you guys for watching. I will have the Pacers as well, but I don't know which one I'm going to upload first, but I recorded the Thunder one first. Not that it really matters. I'm probably going to do the Pacers one today as well and just have them both ready. I don't know what when I plan on dropping them, and then if the Durant trade happens, it's gonna ruin some things too. But hopefully we'll see what happens. If the Durant trade happens, we might have to drop one of these tonight after the game. But thank y'all for watching. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.